Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. This will be a detailed guide for this season's Labyrinth on how to clear it the first time. As you can see, I already cleared it, so you can start with the clear bonus, but I'm just gonna show it if you didn't clear it yet. Then you have these three units. I advise you guys all to choose this unit, this goddess Elizabeth. She will be extremely good, and she has a heal, which is also very good. And then on floor 1 you want to go right, because if you go left you might lose a unit at the final battle before you start against Meliodas. The fights aren't difficult, and this AoE card, this is the strong card. But if you attack once at the beginning of the turn with Elizabeth, she will buff all the units on the field. So if you got multiple units, you just want to attack once with Elizabeth to do more damage with everyone. So in my opinion, the best thing to do is use the AoE if you have other units beside you. But you can also just push her ultimate if you need to heal, don't forget that. And then when you clear the first battle, you can choose for a buff. And don't re-roll this buff, just take one, even if it's bad buffs, just take one. This is a very good one, this one at the bottom. Increases damage dealt with debuff attack skills by 60%, so I'm gonna take that one. It's very good when you are able to get mael. And then you just enhance and you stay on the far right. Here you can awaken +1. And then we'll go to the next fight. If you do it the way I'm doing it here, you will definitely start Meliodas, so the boss on floor 1, with 3 units. So for most of you, it's just the best to use this Liz as your first starting character. And as you can see, we also have the passive from Reinhardt on all the units on the field. That's the great debuff above us, so you have to be lucky which one you get, of course. You can get an evasion, and you can get one where you can't die, which is insane for this. Now we got the evasion, as you can see. But this is very good, so every time you do damage with attack skills, you will put an ignite on top of the enemy, on all enemies. 1 ignite each time you do damage with an attack skill. So that's also very good. So you can put like Ragnarok Bond in the back if you find him. Just pick him and put him in the back as your backline unit. Or you can even put Zeldris, the old Zeldris, which has a good passive for if the enemy is debuffed, which can be very good. And as you can see, this AoE is a pierce card. And a lot of units have pierce card AoEs. So if you have the buff that buffs pierce damage, you can also take that buff. But the best buffs are goddess buffs if you are going to go for the mael team at the end. And also the debuff card increase, because that's very good too. So we got the first unit we can choose, and this one is the best actually. As you can see, the rest isn't that crazy, but this green Brunhild does a lot of damage, believe me. If you got her, just to choose her. She's the best to choose. Okay, and then you awaken +2 because you have enough points to do that. So always do this on this first shop. so that your CC is also high enough so you can go first with 3 characters, no problem. It's actually not that hard this time, but you need to know what to do. And if you choose this goddess Elizabeth, believe me, you're gonna be able to do it. And it's not really hard to get this Brunhild. I saw her a lot of the times. I think Bon has a weird gimmick. I think he has a secret effect. He can revive 2 times, a lot of the times. But if you run, I think it is 1 of each color unit on the field. He doesn't revive. Or it is 1 of each race. So if you have all different races on Bon, you can kill him in 1 turn, which is crazy. But this Ragnarok Bon, if you see him, just pick him. This is the best damaging increase unit for the back. So you need to have him. And I also saw a lot of these Bons when I was playing. So I think this is the most manageable team to get for all of you. Brunhild comes a lot. This Bon comes a lot. So these first 2 units you will see a lot. And after that you can just put Freyr as the 3rd unit. Or maybe, yeah, even Traitor Melee. So if you have Traitor Melee, believe me, this guy is insane. With this team, he's insane. So my advice for a 4 character, just put Freyr or another good damaging dealer with single targets, or Traitor Melee. So we got our 3 units, and these are the perfect units to do a lot of damage. The first boss, we won't be able to 1 turn it, but Bon and Escanor, it's pretty much 1 turn. But Escanor, I just messed up, you will see. When I was playing against Escanor, I could have killed him before he procced his invincibility effect for 2 turns. That's what makes it really annoying. But it's actually crazy the damage the teams can do. And again, as you can see here, we have the passive of Reinhardt, so she evaded the attack. Now the side units have the immortality, and Brunhild has evasion. So it doesn't matter if he tries to kill anyone here, the side units, because they have immortality. And Brunhild, her ultimate, can just go through his counter without being countered. And it will fully heal the team, which is insane. That's why I pushed the Brunhild ultimate. I advise you guys to do the same if you have Brunhild. And then we just kill with the ultimate, and then 1 attack with Brunhild should kill. So as you can see here, it did a lot of damage. It's only 1/6. And it's done. So very fast clear for this Meliodas with this team. It's a very easy team. You get a lot of these units all the time. I've tried to get the perfect team constantly, and I saw these units all the time. But this was my perfect run, so at the end I will get the best units you can have to clear underground depths. You can clear all underground depths with that team in 1 turn, all the bosses in 1 turn. And then on floor 2 you want to go left, always go left. because you will actually be able to change the units you get more on this side. But if you want the easiest side, it's always the right side. So if you want to make it easy for yourself, you can just go right every time, because on the right side there won't be the boss at the end that does a lot of damage when they attack. So it's a bit easier on the right side, but if you follow my lead here, believe me, you will be able to get the most possible things. And you can definitely do it. Okay, you try to lifesteal a lot before you kill. That's why I attack twice with Brunhild here, so she can lifesteal a lot. Perfect. There, she's max health. This is how you keep your team at max health. Then we got another passive. As you can see, they aren't very good, but I did get an UR one. It's critical damage increase, which is also pretty good, so I'm gonna take that one. The critical damage will be increased by 65%, which is very good. And then we're gonna rank up again, plus 10. This is also plus 1 awakening. We're gonna buy one more awakening in the shop, and after that we won't have to buy any more awakenings. You will be level 100 at the end and max awakened. Pretty good in my opinion. I cleared Labyrinth like what, 30 times already without even doing the depths, just to try and find the best ways to clear it for all of you. And the best way is to get this Bond you see here on the field. One good damage dealer with single targets like this Brunhild, and she's actually perfect, so if you can find Brunhild, just take Brunhild. And of course you can start with this Elizabeth, Goddess Elizabeth, and she's the best unit to choose. Because with her you can run pretty much any team. And then you just have to be lucky, guys. You have to be lucky at the end on floor 3 to get Mael and the Goddess team to make it complete. But if you get Mael one time, just clear it, and then you can save the team, and then you can start with clear bonus, and then just take Mael. And then you try to make the full Goddess team so you can clear the underground depths easily. So never skip this Ragnarok Bond here, you see. Never skip him, because even the damage he does when he's in the front is pretty good. It's actually insane. But he's the best backline unit to do more damage. And then for the passives, you just take those attack increasing passives or the Goddess team passives. But don't take too many HP passives. Try to take some passives where you do more damage. Okay, as you can see here, I was very lucky. I did get Traitor Meliodas, and he is the best unit you can choose here. Because if you got him with this team I got here, it's insane. And you can even one turn Bond, so the next boss. Of course you put Ragnarok Bond in the back and Melee in the front. But now it's easy clear. With this team I can actually clear even the final boss with Escanor. And I can actually one turn it with this team, which is incredible. But you do need good passives. You need to work on passives for or goddesses or just general attack boosting passives, like the debuff skill passive. So try to take passives where you can do more damage. These fights here are very easy, even the bosses. Once you can make this team, it's very easy. And guys, in the beginning I thought everyone could use units they didn't have. Also, if you don't have Mael, that you could use him in Labyrinth. And people told me it wasn't true. So I switched up and I thought it wasn't the case. But now I seem to notice that a lot of people are saying they can use units they don't have. They don't have mael and they can use them in the Labyrinth. So now I'm really confused. I don't know what it is now. Can you get units you don't have? I hope so. Could you guys please put in the comment section if you can get units you don't have in your box, so I finally know the truth. Okay, after this battle you can awaken +2 again, and then you can get a new hero. And yeah, on this one we get no one. If you don't have Ragnarok Bond backline unit yet and you can get him here, just take the Ragnarok Bond backline unit, of course. And again, on this one you just want to awaken once more, +2. So we're almost maxed awakened, and now you don't have to buy them anymore. Okay, this one will be the baby dragon, the boss, the baby dragon, and the AoE, the dragon breath, is actually insane. Oh, it's a spirit dragon, but for me it's a baby dragon. But his AoE is insane, and I don't think we kill here because I didn't use the card first from Elizabeth. That was my mistake here. And now, as you can see here, the AoE does a lot of damage. You have to be careful with this AoE. And because of this, we're gonna start next turn against the boss without having much health. But I'm gonna surprise you guys. You will see that I can one-shot Bond with this team. One shot, he doesn't heal. And I didn't understand why, but I think it's a hidden effect or passive that he has. And I think it's when you run or one of each race on the field or different color types on the field. So you will see here. I was so shocked when this happened. Believe me. This was the first time I killed Bond in one turn. I didn't understand why he wasn't healing. If you have the same team as I do here, just use exactly the same attacks I will be doing here. And you will one-shot. So I did that to buff the whole team and attack with the Goddess Liz. Then I did the strongest attack from Brunhild and the single target from melee, and it will kill, guys. Look at this. Okay, that was some crazy damage, and then look at this. He's dead. How? I never killed him one turn because he has revive, so how did it happen? I don't know. So there is a hidden passive or something that applies to him why he's having the revives. So if you have a full goddess team, I don't think you will be able to kill him in one turn. So that was something I noticed, guys. So if you attack exactly the same as I attacked, you will just kill him in one turn. Crazy. On this one you can go right or you can go left, but if you go right it's the easiest. I will go right because I have more of the currency left, because I didn't have to buy units in the past floor at the end. But if you have less currency than I had, take left. It will be a lot better to be able to get more units. Now I do understand why a lot of people said it was easier, but I did watch some videos of people making guides from it, and people first said you had to use Demon Husak, but no, just use this Goddess Liz, she's much better. Okay, the next passive we got. Okay, we got a goddess passive. I'm just gonna take the goddess passive here because I was trying to get mael, of course. And the goddess one increases goddess hero's attack by 60%. Pretty good. This is exactly what we needed. And believe me, guys, I did get lucky. So this was the best clear I ever did with a pretty regular team until now. And then I will get mael at the end, and I will make a full goddess team even. So yeah, pretty good actually. As you can see, we are almost fully awakened, and at the end we get an extra +2, so we don't have to buy it anymore. So this is the way you get maxed awakening on all the units and level 100 before you go to Escanor, the final boss. So again, all the time if you want to do more damage, just attack once with this Goddess Liz, and then you do follow-up attacks with the rest. And as you can see, we're so strong at the moment, just one AoE, one shot. On floor 3, you might want to go right actually, even if you have less currency. Because if you notice, we will have the box now, the shop, where you can buy one. But afterwards you will have the last one where you can re-roll if you don't get the right unit. So you might want to go right anyway. And I did notice in all the clears, guys, that the right side did give me more maels and the left side gave me more purgatory melees. It might be coincidence, guys, but I did notice it. So if you want to go for mael, you might even want to go right. Because as you can see here, we got mael. On the first try, on the first box, I was expecting to only get him at the end, but pretty good. So of course we're gonna change up this Brunhild and work on a full goddess team now. So I'm even gonna change up my traitor melee. And I had to re-roll 2 times to get another goddess unit, which was pretty unfortunate, but I did manage to do it here. But you don't have to awaken this time. You could go for a new passive, but I don't advise it, guys. So the best thing to do here is just, I'm just gonna look, but there's nothing good. Nothing good, so... But you just leave the shop now. And then on the last one you can get re-rolls on the final unit you will choose. Okay, Mael is on the team, and we do have the buff cards for the debuff skills that do damage. So I think this AoE from Mael is just gonna one-shot. Yeah. Damn, bro, 800k without having a full goddess team. Crazy. But like I said, I did mess it up on the last boss here with Escanor. Here we can awaken the last time, so we are fully awakened. And here we have to get a goddess unit, so I didn't get one here. I will re-roll. I have 70 coins, pretty good. Let's re-roll. We didn't get one again, which was pretty annoying. And then here we finally got it. It was the last chance we had, and we have the final goddess unit. And this team actually is just insane. You one turn every boss at underground depth with this team. Every boss, all of them. Which is crazy. Okay, last battle. I'm gonna use the buff card here, but I'm gonna be honest, the buff card is less good than one attack from this Goddess Liz. Believe me, it's better to use the attack card from Goddess Liz than the buff skill. So you don't need Margaret, you can use another Goddess unit instead of her. Okay, we now are at the last boss, Escanor, and I didn't use the right attacks at the first turn, because if I would have used the right attacks, I would have one-shot him. But actually, I didn't know the AoE was gonna do that much, so I should have done the buff skill with... You see here, look at the damage. Guys, he almost one-shots. I didn't know that. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have to use it that way. So now we have to stall 2 turns and hope no one gets killed. As you can see, she had evasion, luckily for us. And I will be very lucky because the next buff she will get will be the immortality buff, as you can see. Very insane actually. As you can see, she has immortality, like I said. So I'll just be doing this. What you could do here is even push for the ultimate from Liz, because she can heal the whole team. And he has the ultimate, but I'm lucky he will attack Margaret, yeah. So she won't die. Insane. So lucky with... so sometimes you need to get lucky, but if you lose one unit with him, it doesn't matter. You can just revive it at underground depths. It's actually better to lose one unit than to have him at low health. Yes, yeah. But we managed to kill here. Pretty good. As you can see, this was the perfect clear. This is what you want to get, especially at the end, the Mael and then the full goddess team. With Ragnarok Bond in the back to do more damage. And that's it, we cleared it, and then you have to save the party. So you saw we cleared it with melee before, but this one is a lot better. We have less CC, but it doesn't matter, this team is so much better. So that was it for this guide. I hope you can finally clear it without having too much trouble. And I hope you get lucky to get Mael. And if you guys do get Mael, please tell me in the comment section below. If you don't have him and you get him, let me know. So I can finally tell people the real truth about this labyrinth. If you can use units you don't have in the labyrinth, or if you don't. Just let me know. That was it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. See you next time. Peace out.